Hey guys, so a lot of people have been raving about a certain foundation on the internet, which is the Ordinary foundation. I've ordered this online. It is a company based in Canada, and what's beautiful about this foundation is, first, it's just €6.90 per bottle, which is really cheap. It's even cheaper than drugstore brands or a lot of drugstore brands, and it's full coverage. So I thought I gotta test that stuff out, because $6.90 for a full coverage foundation, that is awesome. I got 4 colors because I couldn't pick my color on the net and I just wanted to be safe. 2 are medium dark, the 3.0R and the 3.0Y. And then 2 are dark colors. Let's see, 3.1R and 3.1Y. And the R stands for red undertones and the Y stands for yellow undertone. It says it on the packaging. Let's get these out. This is what it looks like. Oh yeah, I've tested it. It's a little bit dirty because I've tested the colors a few weeks ago. That is these 4 colors. They come in plastic packaging with this smooth rubbery surface like the NARS packaging on top with the pump, which is awesome. And then the bottle is plastic. It contains 30 mils, which is an average amount for foundations. And let's see, it has a shelf life of 12 months. On the packaging it says a high coverage creamy foundation that softens undesirable hues. Directions: shake before use, dispense a small amount into the palm or the back of your hand, smooth on and blend throughout the face, ideally outward from the midpoint of the face. It says to be a high coverage foundation. It has a SPF of 15, so it also protects you from the sun. But since it has an SPF, it might cause a flashback. But that makes it an awesome choice for a daytime foundation. I'm just gonna swatch all the colors on my face. I already think this one is gonna be too dark, obviously. This one might not be that dark. And one of these two, the red one, is a little bit darker than the yellow one. But I think the yellow one is gonna be a little bit too light. But let's just see. The pump has a lock. That way it won't squirt out foundation. So this is 3.0 yellow. This is 3.0 red. Then we have 3.1 yellow. So you can see that it is way darker than the other two. And then we have 3.1 red. And I really like that they have this undertone selection. Not just one color fits all. There you have it. This is 3.1 red, 3.1 yellow, 3.0 yellow, 3.0 red. I think because I'm quite yellow based, the 3.0 yellow seems to match my face on this part the best, but my face has a lot of discoloration, so I think I'm gonna mix the 3.1 yellow and the 3.0 yellow together. These are the swatches on my hand. So this is a 3.0 yellow, 3.0 red, 3.1 yellow, 3.1 red. I'm just gonna do one squirt of, oh, there is a lot of it coming out. The 3.0 yellow, 3.1 yellow, and I'm just gonna mix these two together. I'm just gonna take a flat buffing brush and just, well, and it indeed gives a really nice coverage. See, this one is not blended out, this one is blended out. I don't think I even needed 2 pumps. I think maybe 1.5 or maybe 1 would have been enough. Because it looks really full coverage. I really love how this looks so far. It's pretty high coverage to me. I think for daytime, 1 pump should be enough because you can see what 2 pumps does, and I still have a little bit on the back of my head, and it blends out so easily. If you have good skin, just mix it with some moisturizer and put it all over your face, and girl, you're gonna look good. Really evened out my skin tone, so that I love. Well, this foundation already is full coverage, so you really don't need that much concealer. Because right now I feel like I'm just caking it on. My final thoughts on the Ordinary foundation. For $6.90, this is really a great foundation. It sits well on the skin. I love the formula. It's not really matte. It's also not really dewy. It's something in between. That way it doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel drying. I have dry skin, so I kept that in mind, and I love the way it looks on my skin. If you have oily skin, you could powder your face before the foundation or powder on top. That will definitely help. Then for a brand this cheap, or for a foundation this cheap, just $6.90, you people. I love that they thought of a red undertone and a yellow undertone, because usually a lot of cheaper brands don't do that when it comes to darker tones, and I'm sure they don't do it for the lighter tones either. So I love that you have a choice in red and yellow undertones. The color selection isn't that big, so you might have to mix like I did, and if you're lucky you'll find your right shade right away. So when I ordered this, they warned me that it might take a little bit longer to arrive here because of the fact that they were very busy with shipping these things out, but it actually arrived within a week, which is awesome. So I think all the way from Canada to Holland. Or maybe they have a shipping center here in Europe, and that would probably be the reason why it came this fast. I also love that the pump has a lock, which is very handy if you travel or throw it in your bag or whatnot, so it doesn't leak or foundation comes out of it. So that's very handy. Packaging looks very professional, very nice. I think it's awesome. $6.90 for a foundation this grade. It's an absolute buy. So if you are able to get your shade or mix a few shades, I would definitely recommend the Ordinary Coverage Foundation. That is Musk. Then we have Eden, Amber,